Hollywood had worlds that could change cinema. These franchises failed because they were just way ahead of their time. They had unlimited potential with zero commitment. All thanks to box office failures. These franchises had insane potential, but they were too risky just because it needed intelligence, vision, and patience. And these projects were killed by their very own studios. Okay, since I have your attention, I'll slow everything, including the editing. And I want to talk to you guys about the most potential based franchises led to die by their own studios. So, starting with number 5. Dredd is set in a brutal future where society has collapsed into massive cities ruled by crime, where judges are the executioners and jury themselves. By the way, judges is a job. Now, during a routine mission, the judge or the dread or the main character falls into a huge problem, and as the movie progresses, all the layers of this justice and cold violence world filled with crime starts falling apart. Heroism, everything just falls down. And trust me, go watch this movie. It was one of the movies that I really think that it could have become a massive franchise, but it couldn't because of three big reasons. This movie was R-rated movie and audience got diluted, and then this movie had to face one big problem, and that was Avengers, the movie that changed cinema forever. I mean, at this point cinema has completely changed, all because of Avengers. And the third reason was that this movie could not get a proper marketing because of its budget. So yeah, Dredd is an absolute great movie inspired from a great comic. Not inspired, it was an adaptation of a great comic with the same name. So guys, you guys should check out Dredd, called A Quiet Place. Now this franchise is one of the best franchises where it has simple and very cold logic. Be silent or else you'll get killed. Reason: this movie is an movie where the monsters are actually aliens from space who can't see, but they can definitely hear even minute sounds. And this movie completely takes that if you make sound, you die. So you guys should check A Quiet Place. And why did this movie actually fail as a franchisee? Well, it started feeling repetitive, and they are trying to find new ways to make this movies watchable. And day one, I mean A Quiet Place day one was really good project, but I think they should try something new, even something better. Like, let's see what they can try. So anyways, moving on to number 3. Okay, I think I have fumbled. I started the list with 5, 4, but I just said 2. Anyways, let's continue. Let's just forget about this. So the next third biggest franchise that failed was Tron. Tron has given me trauma. Yes, it has one of the best visuals. I had actually made a video which you guys should check it out. That's called Insane Neon, or movies with great insane visual. I mean neon style cinematography. And to be honest, Tron was one of my favorite projects. It is a simple story about a guy who was actually I'm saying the story of part 2, which is Tron Legacy, but just with me. Tron Legacy was a movie where a guy, I forgot his name, although it's my favorite movie. Okay, so he is finding his dad and he enters into a world of Tron, and like it was the most insane amazing visuals like till this date. And to be honest, Tron Ares was a bad movie. Tron Uprising was good. So this franchise failed because of one very simple reason. It didn't know what was its audience? I mean, it was an sci-fi movie, but it was like great visually. So was it made for children? I don't know, but to be honest, Tron was one of the best projects. Hollywood had their golden egg. Disney had their golden egg gifted by God, and they are just like threw that golden egg. Anyways, continuing the list with Blade Runner. Blade Runner is also my favorite of the most favorite franchises of all time. Blade Runner is a story where there are humanoid replicants, which are called replicants, who look like humans, who are humans basically, but there are only two things that they lack. One is that they can't reproduce, and secondly, they don't have empathy or sympathy towards other things. They don't know what to feel when someone's sad or someone's happy. So replicants are now in this world, and they are actually you could say they are replacements for humans, but now replicants are about to be killed, and replicants are killed by replicants themselves, who are known as Blade Runners. So Blade Runner as an whole concept was really good. It has really greatest layers of philosophy, just like Dredd had. But this franchisee failed because of two big reasons. One was that when this movie was announced initially, the first Blade Runner, that movie failed because of poor marketing. Then years later, Blade Runner 2049 project was announced, it was made, it was really good, it was really packaged very well, but the marketing sucked. They didn't reveal anything in the marketing. It was one of the worst disastrous marketing ever, and because of this one very simple reason, and really great movie, a really great project just died because there was the worst marketing campaign ever happened. And secondly, of course, box office failures. So I think Hollywood should learn a lesson that blockbuster movies doesn't mean that they don't have potential. Anyways, continuing the list with the last and the final franchisee, Planet of the Apes. Planet of the Apes is one of my favorite franchises of all time. It has one of the greatest movies directed by GOAT like Matt Reeves. So what is this story about? It's simple as hell. Humans are now primitive, and apes are the one who are in the top of the food chain. So now what can be the philosophical layers? Well, it needs its own dedicated video. Now talking about the first three movies, which were great, and they won their share of financial and critical acknowledges. But when it comes to the new trilogy that has been made with Kingdom of Planet of the Apes, I really like the project, but I am scared a bit. I am scared because I don't want them to fumble really badly. There are few franchises that are solidifying themselves, like the Predator franchise, and I want Planet of the Apes to fall in the same category, where everything what they have started has some really good meat in it. And when it comes to the philosophical layer in Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, I kind of feel it was lacking something, but since it's a project that's gonna continue with part 2 and part 3 of its own trilogy, so yeah, I hope they don't fuck it up. So this was the video. These are the most favorite franchises that failed. I mean, it was failed by Hollywood because they failed at numbers, of course. So let's see where can we get these projects towards. I hope they have really great future. Okay, see you guys.